The Seder plate is the centerpiece of the Seder table. The foods on the plate symbolize the different parts of the story of Passover. It allows us not just to tell the story of resistance and liberation, we get to smell, feel, and taste that liberation too. Matzah is the bread of liberation, of rebellion, of hope and freedom. The eggs are a symbol of springtime, fertility, and the giving of life. We dip the eggs in salt water to taste the tears that accompany birth and death in times of enslavement and freedom. Tradition says we should hold up a roasted lamb bone to recall the Passover story. That of the doorposts of Jewish homes marked with the blood of the sacrificed animals, so that the angel of death would pass over and not take the firstborn Jewish children. We use a beetroot because no animals should be sacrificed for our Seder plate. Maror, the bitter herb, usually horseradish, it symbolizes the bitterness of enslavement. Haroset, a sweet mixture of fruits, nuts, and spices, it symbolizes the mortar that our ancestors used to build the pyramids. And the sweet taste reminds us that even in the bitterest times of enslavement, our people have always remembered the sweet taste of freedom. Karpas. The parsley is dipped in salt water to remind us that both the tender greens of the earth and the salt of the sea are joined together to sustain life. We add olives to remind us of the olive branch, a symbol of peace, and to remember that the olive tree evokes an ancient past shared by generations. We think of the Israeli occupation of the Palestinian territories and the uprooting of Palestinian olive trees. One of the gifts of our tradition is that we are able to interpret and expand customs that have been handed down to us. Scholar Susanna Heschel began putting an orange on her Seder plate to symbolize the fruitfulness that the LGBTQ people bring to the Jewish community. Wishing everyone peace and freedom this Pesach.